Feels so good to be back in Evening Lake. I really love this homeworld. Let's go play with fireworks. And by the way, what's going on, everyone? It's the Niskel. Welcome back to Spyro, Year of the Dragon. In the last episode, we freed Agent 9 and palled around with him for a little bit. And guess what? We're gonna do it again. Back here in Fireworks Factory, there was actually an entire section that we couldn't do because we didn't have Agent 9. Let's take the little shortcut. Oh no! Ah! Just think if we were shot above the tower and we became our own little firework. We even burst into flames. I wonder what shape Spyro would take if he were a firework. I think I'm thinking a little too much about this, but here we go. Agent 9 section. Let's see what he's up to this time.
Hey, Spyro! I'm helping a kid called Handel recover some secret rocket plans the sorcerer stole. You know, I'm always ready to kick some Rhinoc booty!
Oh, I know you're ready to kick some, how you say, Rhinoc booty. And hey, Handel's here too.
Hi, Agent 9. Behind those doors are some pretty scary ninjas. I bet you could use your sharpshooter skills to take them out. Remember, press the circle button to shoot, and use L1 and R1 to dodge left and right.
Okay, sounds like fun. Oh, yeah, we're in first-person mode. That's a little different, don't you think? Well, there's a very specific reason why it is in first-person mode. Just, change it up a bit instead of running around and shooting a bunch of ninjas, but... what is it called? You're doomed. I knew it looked familiar. Yeah, we get to play a little bit of Doom, so let's get some music. Yeah! It's time to fight the demon ninjas of hell as Agent 9, sent to Mars to destroy all that inhabit it. I can just see it now. Agent 9, if you had a chainsaw, if you had a double-barrel shotgun, this would by far be the greatest point in the game ever. This entire section, you will have to be blasting tons of ninjas. There are the gunner ones, there are the regular ones that can also stick to the ceiling, and another cool thing, there are spawners everywhere. So just imagine these like the little imps. I just want to see a cacodemon come in just out of nowhere. And that would add so much to the difficulty. Can you imagine like destroying the, what was it called, the arachnoid? I love Doom. I'm sorry. I might get all the names wrong, but I love playing me a game of Doom. And seeing this for the first time, it was so cool. And even coming back, I was wondering what it looked like, because I didn't get the connection back when I was a kid. I just thought, oh, there's a first-person view. They're changing it up a bit. But then when I got older and came back and played it, I was like, what does this look like? It's in first person, shooting a bunch of guys. You got your health meter down there showing your face. Wait a minute. And then I looked at the special challenge name, and sure enough, it was a parody of Doom. And I was like, oh, you guys, you're hitting me right here in the nostalgia part of my heart. I love you guys, Insomniac. This is by far one of the greatest things. And another cool thing is based on how many hits you have with sparks, the life meter will actually change. So as you see right here, we're at 75%. The percentages go, you're at 100 at full health, so that's sparks at gold with an extra hit. Then 75, 50, you see where this is going, 25. But then it eventually gets to 1% when you have no health left. I thought that was a really clever way to do it instead of, just dropping dead. Now, if you don't have sparks, it actually goes down a lot farther. I think it goes down by 33% a piece. So you'll go from 100 to, oh my gosh, math, to 67, then I believe 34, and then it goes down to 1, and then you're dead. Yes, Niskel and the math done really mesh well. One strategy I think you can use this entire time, and I use it so many times, is ricocheting the bullets. That is probably the easiest way to get rid of an entire room full of ninjas, especially because how these levels are designed, or how this specific part of the level is designed. There are a lot of walls where you can bounce bullets off of, and let me see if I can do it here. That spawner there, I accidentally ended up shooting it, but you can actually destroy the spawners from ricochet shots. That is really cool. They thought of everything. This is like one of the greatest Agent 9 sections, and not just because it's a parody of Doom. It controls well. it's explained well. They tell you how to play it, they show you what to do, and it's actually really easy. Let's see, there's just a bunch of gems around. Oh, wow. One thing that could have been adjusted a bit, and it actually has to do with how you get life back. The fodder is so low to the ground, and it barely flies, because you got the little cricket bugs. They don't fly as much, so you kind of have to ricochet shot off the floor, or manually aim by holding down the triangle button and then shooting it. It's kind of annoying in a tight pinch, especially when, you walk into this room and there's 5 guys coming after you. Very small complaint for a really cool part of the level. I honestly wish I could have done this the first time. This would have been so cool. Oh, how did I miss that? You missed! How did you miss? He was 3 feet in front of you! This is also where we'll be getting the rest of the gems. There are a lot of gems left, if you can believe it. But hey, we're right at the end. We managed to capture that egg back from the ninjas. Finish up getting all the gems here. And now, the egg.
This is big ol'.
Uh-oh. Handle, no! How did he catch you? You're supposed to be a ninja yourself. Oh, but wait, we're not done yet. We're still doomed! Or more, we should say, Handle is still doomed. So you know what? Kick back on the music. I am ready to go. We are ready to take on the Leagues of Ninja Hell. If you can imagine a Ninja Hell, that's probably like Master Ninja mode on Ninja Gaiden. That would destroy anybody and make them want to go fight demons. Oh, I actually didn't know that. After you get hit, there's a little bit of a, what do they call that? A small animation before you can get hit again. Invincibility frames. So just in case you're being shot at from all angles, you won't immediately get your entire life bar taken down. And I also like how you can't see your health bar. You just have to go by what's on the bottom screen. And I wonder how many kids who were playing this back when it first came out understood the reference. Because in this latter half of the game, starting with about Evening Lake and onward until the end of the game, there are references everywhere. To different games, to different characters. It's just an entire conglomerate of so many different game types. Like Insomniac, I wonder what the thought process was. Like everybody sits down at a table and goes, you know what, guys, this is the last one of the trilogy. Let's have a bit of fun with it. So they just took all these random games, all these different play styles. Because I've shown you in the different hunter missions and just the different missions in general, there's a mishmash of so many different types of gameplay. Oh, wait, am I doing it? Yes! I got a ricochet shot. I destroyed a spawner using the walls. I fear nothing. Especially the cyber demons. Those are probably my favorite. The Barons of Hell, the cyber demons. Now, that would be the silliest Easter egg, but it also wouldn't be well kept in an E-rated game if all of a sudden Agent 9 had to kill a cyber demon. I don't think that would go over very well, because when you kill that demon, he explodes into a big bloody mess. I could just see at the end of this, Agent 9 holds up Handel's severed head. He's like, I'm ready to go back into hell. I'm sorry, I really like Doom. It's probably one of the best games ever. Alright, I think I should actually start advancing, seeing as how those spawners aren't going to go anywhere, so I'm going to try... Wow! I didn't even consider that! I wonder... Oh, wow! I need to try this in my spare time. If I am able to shoot guys off the ceiling by shooting a shot at the ground, that should be a skill point. That actually makes sense if you're skilled enough to ricochet a shot off the floor and hit a guy on the ceiling. Oh, I actually need to try that off screen. That would be really interesting to get as a personal skill point. Target locked. Oh wow, where'd you guys come from? Same rule applies when you get a 1-up. Your health goes automatically up to 100%. So if I was hurting, if I was down at 1 health, I'd shoot straight back up to 100%. And by the way, this isn't the only time we'll be using first-person Agent 9. It's not going to be a Doom reference, but it's still going to be pretty cool. Okay, there's a guy on the roof. Now, I must mention, this is where all the difficulty comes from the fireworks factory. The rest of the level, because of the multitudes of ninjas and not a lot of health, the level's already difficult. And then you throw this in here, where there are literally guys continuously coming after you. And the last room in particular is hilarious with how many dudes they throw at you. See, I should have all the gems. Oh, I need 10 more. See, look at all this! Look at all these dudes! Kill them all! Agent 9, use the plasma gun, use the BFG 9000, destroy everything in your path! And I love how the boxes actually have to say ninja on it, just in case you wouldn't know that that's a box that's spawning ninjas. And yes, we are all done, so Handle, we've come to save you. Oops. You okay?
Thanks for rescuing me. You better look after this egg before the Wynox try to blow that up too.
That was so much fun. Handle, if you ever need help from these Rhinox again, I will be glad to help you, just as long as I'm in first person and destroying the legions of hell. Thank you very much. Finally, the fireworks factory is done. That is all in Evening Lake. We are completely 100% the third home world. So guess what time it is? It's time for action. It is time for glory. It is finally time to start the levels of Midnight Mountain. Which we'll skip to because it takes forever to get there. And you know what? We're not going to do an actual level yet. Just going to hold it out as long as I can. But no, we're actually going to get the speedway out of the way. I like to get the kind of secondary levels out of the way, so any speedways, any Sparks levels, we just get them out of the way, because they're just distractions. I mean, sure, you get gems out of it, but it's still a big distraction. My childhood innocence is ruined. Sparks actually said boobies. But it was in the proper context. Good for you, Sparks. Alright, if we're going to talk favorite speedways, this isn't mine. I kind of led you in there, but I don't know. It's got good ambiance, it's got good challenges, but this speedway, I don't know, maybe it's just the fact that the fog is everywhere. It just seems boring in comparison to all the other ones, because the other speedways, you were going through giant beehives, you were dancing around all these different bugs, and then you get this. It's kind of a very big disconnect from what you're used to in these speedways, because this is gray. This is boring looking. There's water everywhere, and personally, I don't like it. The challenges in here are a lot of fun. You still got the speedway charm to it, as far as, you know, getting all the challenges done, doing the time attack, what have you. It's just the feel of the level is very... ugh. That's the best thing I can think of. Ugh. What are these things? I'm just now piecing it together that these are fish driving, like, motor-powered... Oh, my. What are these guys doing? Oops. Oh, no. Oh, no. Running low on time. Wow. That could have gone a lot better. There we go. I may not have been able to tell what those guys were riding, but hey, we finished it our very first try. I'm good with that. It wasn't too hard, just like every other speedway. If you can do the other ones, you can definitely do this one. And I know you can get a better time than this. My times are always terrible, especially when I kept landing. Naturally, a dragon as suave as I am could beat the boobies, and Kobe! Slam dunk it! Alright, time for the next challenge. Let's race the boobies. I'm sorry. I'm very immature. So let's triple speed this. Not even triple speed, let's make this as fast as possible. This is by far the hardest and the longest Speedway challenge. There is a lot of course to go through. You almost have to get every single speed boost to get in first. Just for fun, I missed like 2 going through this my first time. By the way, this took 3 tries. You're only going to see the one where we succeed just because it takes so long. But going through this just for fun, I was very surprised at how far ahead the first place bird was. He was like eons away from me, and I was still catching up to 3rd on the final lap. It was really bad, so don't take this challenge very lightly. This is the hardest one. This is the last one. So you're going to have to use every single speed boost. I'm showing you where they are. There's 4 in a row at one point, and that is your biggest speed boost. That's what makes it a lot easier. And there we go. We just barely skimmed past him. On a different note, there is actually a little bit of trivia with this level. You may be able to hear the theme in the background. That is the Harbor Speedway theme. It is the only theme to keep the Greatest Hits version theme that it got. So the theme you got in the non-Greatest Hits, it carried over to the Greatest Hits version. Everything else got their own new theme. There we go, we're done. Wow, that took forever. For me, not for you. Again, naturally, birds cannot be faster than dragons. We're just that good. James, I found your Jessie! Come here! I found her! One more challenge to go. We gotta find Hunter. I wonder if his entire story arc with the space cows and space sheep will finally be resolved. We'll just have to see. The question is, where is he? He could be anywhere around here, but if you were keeping track of what is actually on this course, he's going to be really easy to find. I say that as I get lost, of course. There we go. The biggest landmark in this place, the only other building with an open spot. Hunter, are you in here? I thought so.
Where do these flying sheep saucers keep coming from? I just saw another one grab an egg and fly off. This one's super fast, but his saucer is damaged, and it's leaving smoke rings. I think I can keep up with him as long as I can make it through the rings. I'm gonna chase him down.
Sounds good, man. Just go. Go now. Hurry up already.
I'll be right back.
Hunter, this challenge, because of your big butt in my face, this is an annoying challenge. Now, how Hunter controls, that is like smooth as butter. This is amazing control-wise, because this saucer is going to be making quick snap turns, and Hunter can make those exact quick snap turns. Like that. You barely have any curve, barely have any arc to make those rings. The only problem, you can't see them. Hunter, if they were to, shrink your sprite just a little bit, and by the way, those rings are very generous. I clearly missed that one, and yet I still got it. But if they were to just, move you forward a bit, just a little bit, I wouldn't have to complain about this. Other than that, it's a really fun challenge. You just can't see half the time. Thankfully, this challenge is very, very short, especially if you get all the rings. And I'm sad to say this one took a while to do as well.
Yes! That was close. The egg popped out just before the saucer crash landed.
But wait, your story arc didn't have any closure. I mean, yeah, you destroyed that last space sheep. What about the other ones? What if they show up in another sequel? And, oh, Sarah, come on. There's a cheetah here. I don't know what that was supposed to mean. Who knows? Maybe we'll see those space cows and space sheep in the future. In a different universe. And a different console. Nah, we'll never see him again. Hooray! We got the last speedway done. There aren't any more. Which finally means we have finished up everything in Evening Lake. We did the speedway for Midnight Mountain. It is finally time to actually hit up a level in Midnight Mountain. I swear next time we're actually going to take on the next level. Here, I'll even get in front of it just to show you. We're going to Crystal Islands next, so I will see you guys next time.